Yes, guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, the Game On Challenge, the next instalment. Fuck me. Fuck me is all I can say. So talk about a fuck up, yeah. And if you followed this story, you'll see I did a box office video last night. Only lasted like 11 minutes, but I didn't take mic off the fucking computer. I didn't unmute it, shall I say. So all you've got is you've got me fucking doing sign language. But that being said, if you haven't looked at it already, it's still worth the 11 minutes of silent treatment. Now, obviously, if you haven't seen that, there's going to be spoilers alert now, because I'm now going to show you just where we are at with this epic of a fucking Heads Up Network game. Season 24 came to an end in the most brutal fashion ever. I haven't heard from Matt this morning, because I need to know if Matt's alive, because he may well have just thrown himself off a fucking bridge in terms of the way it ended. It was crazy. Matt has led the Serie A all season long, and I literally mean all season long. I'll show you just how all season he's led it, and he surrendered the title on the very last day of the season. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous for Matt. There you see, I've been in second majority of the season, and Matt has literally been top from game week 2 right through to the end. Absolutely outrageous from Matt, and it was all because of the last game of the season. Of course, you can see I've won the Champions League as well. The last game of the season, Matt is on holiday in terms of the game, in case you're wondering why it's not highlighted. I've just fired this up as is. So Matt lost at home to Juventus by 2-0. He was fucking devastated. Now, the short and long of it is, right, is whilst I was playing my game, first of all I threw a little tantrum because I think I had a disallowed goal or something like that. And then Matt had wrote a comment on our Hamachi chat saying LMFAO. And I says, laughing myself, what's happened? Something must have happened. And I think I paused it at 60 odd minutes, and he was 2-0 down. It was 2-0 down. They then equalised in my game at 60, as you can see, 66 minutes, and then I restored the lead, because at that point, a draw with him losing would have put us on level points, which he'd have had me on goal difference, but I've got a feeling it might have been a playoff game. I'm not sure. So then I scored, and then I saw that he lost 2-0, and you know it sparked wild celebrations for the Inter Milan fans and players, which makes it a hat-trick of titles. I mean, you've really got to feel for him. Last season was tough to swallow for him, but this season's even tougher. From my point of view, we won the Champions League final for the 3rd year running. It took golden goal, and you've got to love it when you make a substitute at the start of extra time and he scores within a couple of minutes, and then it's golden goal. So it was an absolute fantastic season for us in the end. We had a really good run towards the end of the campaign, as you'll see by our results. Although we got a draw in that, I mean, it was in our hands. Then we drew. So pissed off. I just needed to go into the last game of the season optimistic that we just needed a better match result, which of course, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what we did. It just absolutely crazy. It really was crazy. Now for Matt, Matt did win the Spanish Cup, having beaten Roma in the final over 2 legs, for 1-0 and then again 4-0. Although, where was it now? Where he literally scraped. Yeah, there it was. He lost the first leg at Perugia 3-2, won the second leg 2-1 with an 87th minute goal, scraped through on away goals. Me and Matt clashed in the Champions League, as you can see. The first leg at Matt's ground, or our ground, finished 1-1. That away goal rule was always crucial. And the second leg, which included a couple of red cards, went to me. I know he'll be more devastated than last year. My latest formation, a little bit narrow. You could argue it's not a realistic one. It's still within the rules of 3 at the back, 2 on the wings. You could argue what I'm doing with my striker. I needed to do something. Stark was having a horrendous season. You may recall. He picked up towards the second half of the season. Campos and Greeley were both suspended for the Champions League final just then. We have been working on our contracts. Holovko is still injured. He was injured for like 9 months. Stupid little cunt. The Amikis, now we spent a fucking fortune and he hasn't let us down. Van Bommel was also done brilliantly. We've also got that strong DMC. Now, let me remind you, we're playing 2 DMCs. We've got 3 quality ones there, but we're playing 2, but we've got this man coming, who Matt said he believes it's Edgar Davids. Probably is. He's very young. We'll see how he flares up. We've also got that central midfielder arriving as well. But in terms of our player of the season, I mean, Salas did well. I don't think he'll take the player of the season. Okafor, we spent a lot of money on him. He's done really well. This little role that I've got here, where Okafor played here, big role for him. Big role for him. And he's done really well since he's moved there. I'm not 100% sure that Leonchik has done enough to warrant staying. Locatelli could probably leave. Lucia, I think, will stay. I may even do away with this right winger. May do well with the left winger. No. Sorry, it's Xavier. I don't know. I mean, we're getting an aging squad now in terms of Beckham and Scholes, but then you've got someone like Joe Cole who's had a remarkable season. Scholes is getting on. He really is getting on. In terms of my goalkeepers, Buffon has played the majority of the season. Fantini played a little bit. I am looking to flog him though, in all fairness. Let's see. Yeah, I am looking to fuck him off, which I think I'll be able to get rid of him, to be honest with you. He is out of contract though. Not out of contract, sorry. He's unprotected. And we could probably get more for him unprotected than what we will do up front. Who knows? I mean, he's going to be unprotected. Oh, he's unprotected now. Right, okay. So somebody could quite easily bid for him. So we'll see how that flares up. So let's have a quick look now then at Matt. If he's got any, I'm not sure if he's got any players coming in. Okay, Montero's going. Montero, one of those examples of you base it on his pre-gen and he's just not done it. Yeah, he's fucking him off. He's also getting rid of this guy, the Macedonian. Quite surprisingly, if I'm truly honest with you, I think he's quite a good player. Oh, he's unprotected. Oh, okay. He's unprotected. Okay, I get it. And Ricardo Fernando, he's going. Again, is he unprotected? Yeah, again, he's unprotected. That's why he's selling him. He's a good centre-half, he is. And he's got 3 players arriving now. This guy, we looked at him ourselves last year. Estevez from Tottenham. What a player. What an absolute monster of a player. Giovanni Federani. He's not too bad. I'm not sure we've run into a starting lineup initially. And this guy, Leo Potter from Northampton. Who the fuck is he? But look, he looks fucking great. And looking at them, he will be a fucking monster at left back, I feel. I'm not sure when Matt plans to play him, but he looks really, really good. Yeah, alright, he's not done it at Northampton this year. He only just broke in last year and the year before. I think he's got himself an absolute quality player there. So, this season, now I will tell you this, right, I can't show you it. In fact, I should be able to. The World Championships have been announced, which of course we are in because we won the Champions League. So that is a new competition for us to be in. So Paris Saint-Germain would have won the UEFA Cup. Okay, I'll get that. Don't quite know why the Russians are in it. Oh, is it because we're in Russia? Is that why? I can't always quite grasp it. I think that's what it is. No, we're not in Russia, dickhead. So we're in Brazil. So why are Sundowns... Oh, I'm not talking about Russia, you fucking spastic. Fucking idiot, aren't I? Fucking spastic. Okay, so no, that all seems okay then, in that case. PSG will certainly be one of our biggest competitors, I would imagine. There you see, PSG, nowhere near on the title. Very, very interesting indeed. I would imagine they've got money. Of course they have. Shevchenko, Boomer, Di Biagio, Raul, Iluano. They've got themselves... they've got some quality players, haven't they? Ronaldo. No, he's getting on a little bit now. Verdi's a good player as well. They've still got a relatively decent setup. Okay, enough of that shit. Will Matt be at AC Milan next season? Well, first things first, let's take a look at the job information. If there's anything... Oh, right, okay. Eindhoven. Ah, that's going to appeal to Matt. Real Madrid. Now... Oh, fucking hell, what a shit season. What an absolute horrendous season. Let's have a look. I don't know what money they've got. They're secure. That isn't a good sign. They've not got the greatest setup at all, have they? I don't know. I don't know if that will appeal to them, to be honest with you. Who knows? Who knows? Is that Andy Johnson? The Andy Johnson? I mean, it depends really, because I think after the turn of the season, you'll get a lot of managers retire. Who knows what will come up? Is that the George Costa? It's got to be, isn't it? George Costa. Okay. So, we are now heading into season 25 on this Heads Up Network game. 25. Did me or Matt think we would reach such a milestone? No. Did you guys think we'd reach such a milestone? No, you fucking didn't, and you're a liar if you do. But it's crazy. It really is crazy to think how far we've come. Just to give you a pre-warning, I did say this before. What day is it today? It's Friday. Tomorrow will be our last session, and we will probably have a bit of a halt on that. Probably as long as a month, just so you know. As long as a month without any network CM game time. Might even play my 7-Up game. It's been such a long time, it's gathered dust. But we are planning to get a session in tonight and another session in tomorrow. Might even stream tomorrow as well. And that's it, guys. But if you want anything doing on CM, let me know. I'll chuck it on a list and I'll try and do it. But if you do want something doing on CM, guys, video-wise, I'm taking requests now because I'm not going to have access to the internet for a good few weeks, at least a good few weeks. I'm going to be away almost. But I'll also have access to my computer and to my recording software. So let's get a list in now of stuff you want doing, whether it be player profiles, anything you want doing whatsoever, and I can make a list of them and I can do them all in the time that I've not got internet, and then just upload them in one big hit. And that's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time from me, guys, take it easy.